Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the brand new OBU sports show that we have named none other than The Rundown. My name is Mitchell Kelly.
And my name is Tyler Davis.
You may recognize Mr. Davis from his overnight YouTube sensation video of Hey Grood.
No big deal. But Mitchell Kelly here, he's been a rec sports referee for the past 6 semesters.
I basically get paid to be yelled at. But anyway, together we make up your hosts for The Rundown.
Now, The Rundown is a program that was created by students who love sports, for students who love sports.
And we are here to cover both Tiger athletics as well as your very own intramural leagues that you play in every day.
To kick off our debut show, we're going to be looking at the fast-paced, razzle-dazzle action of intramural basketball.
With 4 leagues and 44 teams, intramural basketball is hands down the most participated in sport by UOBU students. We're going to be looking at an overview of the sport as well as highlighting the 2 defending league champs, Follow Me and X Factor.
What are we waiting for? Let's tip off.
To kick off our show today, we're going to take a look at the man behind the madness, Mr. Jason Bean. He is the director of Rec Life as well as the head of intramural sports.
We sat down with Bean to get his take on intramural basketball.
My name is Jason Bean. I'm the director of recreational life, so that puts me in charge of outdoor rec and our intramural sports program. I started that position this last fall. I've been a player in intramural basketball for the past few years, and so this is the first time for me to be on the other side of the whistle. Basketball traditionally is one of our most popular sports, and we have lower leagues, upper leagues, men's, women's, and so we've got competitions for all levels. Our skill ranges are from people who've never even dribbled a ball up to players who actually played in college ball, and now they might be alumni or graduate assistants, and so we've got some pretty fun competition, some pretty serious competition. Yeah, we've got 13 men's upper teams, and so because of the number, we're going to go ahead and split after the end of the season and kind of do 2 tournaments and kind of split them into a middle and an upper level so that we can kind of give more people a chance to play for a championship. One of the special things about OBU is we've got over half our student body that is active in intramurals, and that doesn't count the amount that come out just to support, just to watch.
Next, we're going to take a look at the upper league defending champions.
They started off last season by losing their opening game, but then went on to go undefeated, beating Young Money in the championship.
Their team name, Follow Me. They currently have started at 2-0, beating Rutgers Park Rejects and the Monstars. They have 2 dynamic playmakers. First is Coach Johnson, who played college basketball in his younger years, went for 25 unanswered points last season. Wow. Next, we have their captain, Jacob Post. He is their big-time 3-point shooter, and he shared his thoughts with us earlier.
I think we had a complete team last year as we won the championship, and this year we have more of a big team. But I think that's going to play to our strength. I think, obviously we got the big bodies, so it's going to be hard to get back. But I think that's going to be one good thing for us this year is our strengths. And, we lost a couple players, lost some guards, but we'll be all right. We wing it for sure, man. We don't really set anything up for ourselves. Just get the ball in the hole. That's it. As for Young Money, I don't see them beating us. I don't really see them as a threat at all, really. They got some good players on the team, but I don't like to talk too much trash, but I don't see them as much of a threat.
Next, we're going to be covering the defending lower league champs, X Factor.
Now you hear Tyler talk about lower league, but that was because last year we had an upper league, a lower league, and kind of a globetrotter just mess around league.
Yeah, it was rough.
It was really rough. But this year we have an upper league, a middle league, and a lower league, and X Factors decided to take their talent to the middle league.
Last season they went 10-1 after losing their season opener to Bloodbath and Beyond the Arc.
And unfortunately, they have done the same thing this semester as Bloodbath beat them by a last-second 3-pointer in their season opener.
But they have since redeemed themselves with a victory over Joe's Thunder, and they currently stand at 1-1.
X Factor has an incredible amount of scorers on their team. One man you've already seen, Jason Bean, standing 6'5" with an incredible wingspan, is a true presence in the post. They also have spot-up shooter Stephen Kofer, who is not known to miss.
They also have philosophy professor Dr. Borland, who is a true scrapper in the paint.
But the true glue that holds this team together is none other than Captain Corey Bird. He was animated and excited when we caught up to him to hear his thoughts about X Factor this season.
We had a team comprised of 4 staff members and 4 students. Our greatest strength by far is our defense. We communicate well. We have Jason Bean, who's about 6'6", 6'5", block shots. I trust him. If someone blows by me, I trust him. We got great on-ball defenders. We're not the most athletic team, but we are definitely the smartest and defensively sound team. I'm who I am. I'm going to be in your face. I'm going to be loud. I'm going to be crazy. I'm going to be running around. That's what defensive people do. You look on defensive people, NBA defensive people, and in the NFL. They're loudmouth. They're in your face. They're passionate. They have this aura about them that they want to win. Winning isn't, I preach, winning isn't everything. It's the only thing. I don't get up out of my bed to lose.
So there you go. There's an overview of intramural basketball for this season.
We've taken a look at Follow Me and X Factor, 2 teams to watch out this season. But now we're going to kick it out to Jackson Carter and his roundtable crew
as they discuss the struggling Los Angeles Lakers.
I'm Jackson Carter, and here alongside me I have Katie Vaughn, Tyler Davis, and Hunter Soper. And today we're going to be talking to LA Lakers. So guys, the Lakers this year haven't been what we've expected, usually a powerhouse, really struggling. Hunter, why do you think that is?
Well, with everything happening, they made some great, acquisitions in the offseason, and I think it really boils down to the coaching staff. They really don't have Phil Jackson anymore, and he was, a once-in-a-lifetime coach. And they don't have him, and they tried to replace him with a few other ones, and now they're stuck with a Mike D'Antoni, and, he's kind of gotten them back, on board, but they're still stuck at a below, 500% record, and that's not where the Lakers belong. And I really just think it boils down to the coaching staff.
Tyler, what do you think?
Well, it's definitely not a lack of talent. When you see the Lakers have Steve Nash, Kobe Bryant, and Dwight Howard, those are talented players. I think it comes down to no team chemistry. These guys are prima donnas. They like to play how they want to play. They're not really unselfish players, and it's really affected the Lakers.
And Tyler, let's go back to chemistry here for a second. You said, these guys obviously have played with big-name players all around the league. The NBA is full of stars wherever they go. Howard in Orlando has some, guys alongside of him. What is the difference in LA that's making it so much more difficult to really just gel as a team?
I think a big issue is age. They're an old team, and Mike D'Antoni runs a system that's really run and gun, and I don't think that they have the athleticism or the youth to be able to run that system.
I think a lot of it falls on Kobe Bryant. I think he tries to carry the offense all by himself, which is fine, but that leaves 4 other players on the court waiting around for defense to happen because they're not doing anything. And then they're expected, after 20-odd seconds for the score to be made, to jump into defense and work at full effect, and it's not working.
Hunter, you were talking about just the coaching earlier, and that's really been a big thing with the thought that they were bringing Phil Jackson back early in the season and just really just going in a completely opposite direction. Do you think that had an effect on the players and think that they were preparing for something that didn't end up coming?
I think that definitely plays a big part in it because the players are getting psyched up, and plus they're on ESPN every single day, hearing their names, hearing, well, this coach might come, this coach might come, and even though the players say it, how they're not really, supposed to be affected by media, I guarantee you, that has some, part with them. It, messes with their psyche a little bit and kind of, makes them want to know what's going to happen now, what's happening, and I guess it just kind of puts them in an overall funk, really, and just kind of, and I think it's shown thus far.
So what do you think right there has to be necessary for them to end up becoming successful later on the season and potentially making a run for the playoffs?
Well, they can't really change the system again because they tried that once and it hasn't really worked out for them. I would just say be patient, let Kobe do what he normally does, and he's actually become a much better facilitator lately. He had a couple games recently where he was just 1 rebound short of a triple-double. But I would just say keep getting the ball to Kobe. Let Dwight Howard post up. He's one of the best postmen in the NBA. And just keep working on their defense, and things should be on the up.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send it back to the studio.
Thanks, Jackson. My name is Mitchell Kelly,
I'm Tyler Davis.
and this has been The Rundown.